not played this game in about a few weeks. I'm just taking my time with this game as much as I can, since I have until like August something until Saint Rose comes out. So, not sure how much longer this game is. So, just gonna do what it is. Alright, so this is where I left off. I kind of forgot how to play, to be honest.
Go on. Shoot the targets.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit
Aim,
every
press.
target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Aiming, activate slow motion, highlights objects you can shoot only from time to time. Press X. Weird.
Hooray! Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
Press B, okay. Roll, press Y.
Steady, Sherry.
Hold.
Steady. And go.
And hello, Dark Souls. Aiming slows down time, highlighting enemy weak points and helpful nearby objects. Shooting these will open the flow first. Be sure enemies turn before you fire.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely
Stronger
on our
enemies
wits.
often.
Shoot off their armor.
Helmets must be targeted last.
Hooray!
All right, let's move on, Sherry.
How are
If you
you, Dark
stand here and
Souls?
use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
Sherlock can blow his.
Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful
Enemies are
advice, John. I would
highly-
never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
I did it pretty slow, I think.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried.
Oh boy.
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Okay, so disorient your opponent, get in close and press A to arrest them. Follow the cue. Okay.
I'm coming for you.
Do they have guns? Oh,
Don't
okay,
bother
so I had less
moving.
stick.
You've
Alright.
lost.
Uh, Come on, need him to come this way. Oh shit, wrong one. Fuck.
I'm coming.
No more
Oh,
crime for
my
you
ankle.
until next.
The snuff's ready. We can overcome the brute now. Give him the
I
pepper
like
snuff.
this combat. Combat's pretty easy.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Oh my god. Every house looks the same.
May I ask you something?
Of course, sir. I'll tell you everything I know.
Oh yeah, that helps so much. Alright, abandoned manor on the Black Road between... I feel like I've seen that before. The Bond Road, where is that? Oh, right here, Lebanon. Between Fernet and Silence. So it'd be right here somewhere. So furnace right here, there. It could be anywhere. Let's see. I'm gonna check. Check over here. So let's go up this way, that way. Does this look like the place? Church of St. Nicholas. So this is not it. Maybe here. Go up, left. Oh, wait. I think I'm on the right right track. So I have to go around the corner. That would make sense.
Hey, Sherry, there's post here. And it seems as if the letter was delivered recently.
Sherlock, I hope this letter does not reach you.
After reading that, I am even less eager to return home than before. Let's investigate our manor.
That's the Mycroft I know. Predictable.
Here, I'm gonna take that off.
There she is. Our old manor. It's smaller than I remember.
You were a couple of feet shorter back then, Sherry. Or maybe it's bigger on the inside.
Look at the ash all over the door. I don't recall hearing of a fire.
We don't have to stay here. You can afford another night or two at the hotel.
It's stuck.
Oh well, let's just head back. They probably haven't even stripped our room yet.
Come on. Must be locked.
Move aside. Let me have a go. Seems fine to me, Sherry. This barrier, perhaps it's mental, not physical.
Or perhaps the rest of us are simply constrained by reality, John. I wonder if there's a key secreted somewhere in the garden.
Take a look around, Sherlock. I'm sure you'll discover something.
A key in the garden. Yeah. Couldn't open the front door of the manor, so John suggested take a look around the yard. Alright. I don't think this is gonna get. No point of doing that. Why is this so marked? Wait. Oh.
I did not expect these to still be here. It was enjoyable to practice using real handcuffs to make an arrest. An irreplaceable tool for catching a thief. And this must be the reason our suspect was apprehended. Wood and glass, oh, very precious.
Something was. Oh man.
Hey, that's Wooden Joe. He was always the best at playing criminals.
Funny. Wooden Joe reminds me of the trouble we once got in with the police. Do you remember, John?
Somewhat. Maybe we can recall more details.
Memories. still need to find that thing. How far can I go? I wish I could just break these boxes. I can't go, excuse me.
Why does this barn give me such an unpleasant feeling?
Oh, I know. It's because Mycroft used an axe to shoo you out of here. It scarred you for life, but I enjoyed it.
Alright. My game is so glitchy. I'm missing something. I don't know what am I missing. Let me just mark this one.
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry? I have so many ideas.
Um, is the game good? Um, yeah, it is. It has a lot of detective stuff. Oh. How do I do the? There we go. Oh shit.
The policeman brought us both home, John. That's why he was here.
I'm pretty sure he brought something else with him too. Do you remember what it was? I bet it was our reward.
No, we were not so lucky. It was a set of lockpicks that we had used to sneak into someone's house. That's why we were arrested.
Did someone come out to investigate all the commotion?
It was Mycroft. He smoothed things over and convinced the policeman not to press charges. The officer left and never returned. But we had to endure a serious talking to from my brother. Mycroft wasn't happy about the fact that we were arrested. It felt like he lectured us for hours.
Did we give him something afterwards, Sherry?
If you like detective games, CJ, then this is the game for you.
Yes. Yes, now I remember. It was a letter. That's why we snuck into the house. Mycroft asked us to. He wasn't angry we stole, but that we got caught.
Oh, that's right. It must have been only a couple of months after we moved to Cordona. Ugh, the good old days. Whoa.
How very odd. It appears that memory stood between me and the manor. It's as if my mind palace had seeped into the real world. This deserves further investigation. Perhaps there's more to discover inside.
As long as there is a comfortable place to put my feet up, I'll be happy. Maybe a chaise longue.
Aha! In we go.
Alright. Memories. I'm not gonna read that. Can open it from there. Such a door open to me after I recalled the memory. Okay. Pen evidence.
Home
Oh.
sweet home, Sherry.
Do I have to do anything with this? Or do I just look around?
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it? Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
It says the same thing. Right. We have been instructed that a public auction.
And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Find furniture traders across the island. Or stock updates frequently. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long ass. Don't tell me I have to go find all these stuff. Okay, this is gonna be annoying if I have to do that.
One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like déjà vu. Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange, I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning.
Can I still go out? Wait, actually, no, go back in. Anything popping up? Skip that just to get rid of that message. Tragedy at Stonewood Manor.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
There's a door here.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavour.
Anything else? Check back here first. Don't think I have to do this yet. There's a door right here.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
But that's just around. Alright, upstairs then.
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
Check all the way around.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Are you just gonna say the same thing? There's a door over here.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Before I do. Oh, where you come from? Nothing to interact. Alright, over here then.
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
There's only 2 of them. Alright. Little brother, you claim you were bored.
Oh, no, 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 no. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
Around the island, this collection was started by my father. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to search a whole goddamn island. He left the map. Final clue, we should look for the same symbol as drawn on his letter. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. John asked me to remember we arrived early in the morning. Why is... Wait. Okay, I don't get...
This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her. There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft. Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination?
Oh no, not this. One, two... Okay, so... So it's this one, and then... There we
Your
go.
neighbors will be told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs, go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
We arrive in early morning of a rainy day. Sherlock's mother was weak. We saw Sherlock trying to help his mother up. Otto Richter. Okay.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
Which room? Looks like it was pointing this way, but...
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
Four of them, alright.
Interesting. What's that over there? This doorknob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana. The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me.
John has dared me to find a hidden item in our room.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
I am. Two, right?
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure. Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours, they were half mine too.
Three more. Four more.
Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets. One of John's first pictures. I think this was supposed to be Mycroft. He really has improved his skills since then.
Am I missing something else?
This brings back memories. We used this old diary to keep track of our adventures. I think it was my father's. John, do you think we can visit some of the places mentioned in the diary for old time's sake?
Why not? Nothing like a stroll down memory lane. Note down the places you'd like to visit, and I'll add what I remember of them.
I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch. Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we?
So, where's the secret item?
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes. We visited him several times while living here.
Hey, let me just track. Hold on.
Perfect match. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again. Made of cherry wood. Father's favourite. Still has a faint odour of tobacco, one of the few things on the island that smell like home.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
go and get those.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Oops, wrong way. Go down. Oh, wait, it's right there.
That wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
Destruction and trampled ground. Destruction and trampled ground. Oof, a contortionist you were not.
What? Give me the option.
A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious. A kneecap reduced to splinters.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
That is a terrible way to die. Oops. The body of a man was found. His right hand was missing. Something has to pop up, right?
A strong pull broke this leash. A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless. Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation. A royal suite for a favourite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Alright, unbelievable creature. Newspaper archives. First time I seen. Can check the newspaper's archive. It was a front page story. And Goliath. Okay. Elephant's life. So I have to find elephant. Okay, so I just have to follow the trail. Wait. Stops over here.
An amount of attention that most can only dream of. Didn't we get to fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today. Hog heaven. A coal gas tank, enough to pump up an airship. A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes.
It's the same thing. Can't see, so sunny, what the frick?
It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding.
That's two. One more.
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
Okay, one of these again. Okay, so that. That looks right, I guess.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
Alright. Was a witness to the chaos and okay.
Hog heaven.
What's happened? Where is it?
Let me just try the other one. Never mind. Why does it have exclamation point? Blind left eye. Deaf in the left ear. Hostile.
Oh, who's it?
It's gonna be hard to find an elephant. Oh, wait. Shows the coins. That's weird. Where would the elephant be? Elephant's footprint.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way? Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
strange. It was hung with care. The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
Okay.
The young lady has a childish interest for her age.
Just lead outside. Yeah, it does. Alright.
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
That's where I came from. Right. Upstairs.
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened. Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
That is a terrifying experience, Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl, and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
Alright.
A commendable effort to barricade the windows. She packed as much as she could carry. The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales. False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think.
I don't have any thoughts on this. I don't have any thoughts on this.
Really? Alright.
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
I don't have any thoughts on this.
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
That's funny. Alright, so he's at Cilicia Yachts Club. Sovereign Grants. Oh, that's over here. I can't fast travel somewhere. Don't have a fast travel. Oh, probably on inside. I have to go outside. There we go.
Extra, extra!
Alright, so I have to go forward, then to the left.
Help me, please.
That's a question I can answer.
South of the yacht club. Alright, so in the workshop south of the yacht club. So that's over here. We just go inside just to be sure. Or not, alright. Something tells me I have to fight. Alright, where are you at?
The champion's whirlpool. Whirlpool's bread and butter.
Which door? I came from that way.
Bloodied bandages. Has someone been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
You should have a warning to cover your ears.
Sails of hatred. I suppose there is something for everyone, including champions.
Who knew archaeology could be so exciting?
Exciting is certainly a word.
Here.
I heard Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys.
So where's that go?
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
Opens the door. Oh wait, it's right here. What am I talking about?
Bloodied bandages. To earn big, you have to spend big. Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty. Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another. Additional earnings to sweeten victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion. A box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs. An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
Anything else?
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
Right, I think that's it. Um, got that. Why can't I talk to this guy? Alright, now I guess I can go back to... at the race. What race?
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Help me, please.
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Alright, I'm just gonna go back there.
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful. I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Oh my god.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door. Have you seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.